Hi everyone, this is Bagadon at StockMarketCaddy.com. February 13th at 7:30 p.m. and I wanted to take a look at the markets as to what is going on, what we're seeing, and what we're paying attention to. Before I do though, I just want to read something very short. This change has encompassed every area of public life and fundamentally restructured them all. It has completely changed and reshaped people's relationships to each other, to the state, and questions of existence. The revolution has been from below, driven by the people, because it has brought about the transformation of this nation into one people. The individual has been replaced by the community of the people. Sound familiar? I suppose if you graduated from a government school after 1980, you may not know who that's from. Folks, that's Joseph Goebbels, November 15th, 1933. At times I don't know what's happening in this country any longer, but we won't go down too far. But when we look at the markets, I just want everyone to know that I'm not delusional. I understand that these markets, look at this. This is the S&P line on close, a weekly. Look at the railroad tracks. We understand that the interest rate complex of the financial industry has been nationalized. Now that may sound like a brash statement, but think about it. The airlines have been nationalized. The autos have been nationalized. The home industry has been nationalized. Healthcare, nationalized. It's not so much of a stretch. Education, secondary education, nationalized. The interest rate complex in the financial markets has, for all intents and purposes, has been nationalized. They are being controlled and manipulated to achieve certain political outcomes. And it is why we approach the markets on a very mechanical, dispassionate view. We are not delusional. So here we are with the weekly S&P. This was the crash period. You've seen this chart ad nauseum. This has been over the last 5 years, and the trains have been running on time. And this was this little correction, if they want to call it that. And this is where we are, trying to hold with all everything they got, this particular trend line. If this holds, I suppose the next projected area could be up in here at 2000. I really don't know. I don't think anyone does. But they have it in their mind that they're going to take these markets where they're going to take them. And if this trend line breaks down, we're probably going to come down to the lower end of this railroad track. Now, how do you go about trading these markets if they're so mechanical? Well, let me show you. Earlier today, and over the last several sessions, I've been showing, and I want to focus in on this because I want folks to get a feel for how mechanical our systems are. Our weekly system on the S&P has been long. Our monthly system, our weekly system. The daily did go short. We took a small loss on the short, and then we said we're going to continue to trade the shorter time frames. The 240 was long, and then the 60 was short, took a small loss. This morning went long, and we went with it. Let me show you our trade manager. This is a view of our trade manager. Here's our monthly position, futures position, weekly, and this gives the time of the entry. The 240, I mentioned it this morning, we were up about $1,600 to $1,700. We opted not to take that off. We're still in that position long. And now this is a healthy gain, a very healthy gain for a 240 minute position, but we're going to continue to let it run. The short on the 60-minute failed. It lost a few $100s, and then it went long, and we stayed with it. We're going to continue to let them run long. The daily position is flat. When the daily position should resume, if it resumes along, we will go long, but we will probably kill and go flat these two hourly positions and wait, and then we'll trade against our daily long position. If the hourly and the 240 begin to go short or go flat, they'll go flat before they go short. We'll capture as much of the profit as we can and then go short on the daily. Folks, that is what a mechanical system looks like. And this is what a centrally planned economy looks like to the markets. Remember one thing, the secret to propaganda is to permeate the person it aims to grasp without his even noticing that he is being permeated. Of course, propaganda has a purpose, but the purpose must be concealed with such cleverness and virtuosity that the person on whom this purpose is to be carried out doesn't notice it at all. Folks, these markets, in our humble opinion, are not free and haven't been free for some time. You got to learn a disciplined trading method around all the machinations and all the manipulations. Good luck and be careful.